Okay, y'all, let me tell you about the wildest dinner invitation I ever got. This was years ago, but I still think about how different my life just might be if I had said yes that night. I was in my early 30s. I lived in Houston. I was feeling very stuck in life. I had a job that pays the bills, but it wasn't that much. The job drained my soul. It was a routine. It felt like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat over and over again. So when the random but classy dinner invitation slid across my desk, I was like, shit, why not? It was a thick ivory paper. Felt like, ooh, some money made this. It had gold edges. I'll never forget. And it didn't even have my name on it. Just the address and the time, dinner, 8 p.m., dressed well. Now, normally that would scream scam. But I trust the girl that gave it to me. But here's the thing. It came through the coworker I trusted, and she told me, girl, don't be late. You don't want to miss it. And let me tell you, you ain't get this from me. I'm looking at her like, well, shit, bitch, you gonna go with me? You going? She said, I'm thinking about it. And she walked away. So I went home. I thought about it. Girl, I prayed about it. I got dressed and I showed up to the house. Girl, no. No, 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 no. Not a house, a mansion. Yes, a mansion. I'm talking iron gate, circular driveway, cars outside cost more than I was making at the time. Hell, shit. Them cars, Ferraris, Bentleys, girl, I can't afford them now. Yes, I was nervous, but curiosity for anybody, of course, it won. The butler opened the door. Yes, girl, an actual butler. He took my coat, and at first I felt displaced. He led me into the dinner room where it was about 10 people already being seated. No one introduced themselves when I walked in. Of course, I did a quick scan of the room, the chandelier, the mooding of the room was very beautiful, white, red, pink roses. It was gorgeous. But I sat down, I just smiled, but nobody, smiled back or anything. It's almost like they looked at me like they were expecting me, but then nobody wanted to damn speak to me. And right in front of my seat was another envelope, but this time it was black. It had my name on it, and the script was beautiful. My favorite color gold. So when I opened the envelope, inside was one single question. It said, what would you do? I think it said if money was no object. So now listen, I thought it was some kind of like motivational seminar at this point. But the way people were answering these questions around the table, it wasn't small talk. One man said he'll build a school in Ghana. Another woman said she'll leave her damn marriage tomorrow and start over in Italy. When it was my turn, I'm looking around the table, froze, not knowing what to say. So the only thing I could think of was I quit my job and finally finished the book I've been talking about for so many years. The whole table got quiet. Like I had unlocked the right question or something. That's when the host, this older gentleman, stood up. He had a gray tailor suit on. I'll never forget, almost like a satin inside burgundy. It was very well tailored. So I looked closer. I'm like, this man looked familiar. I've had a conversation with him in the break room. I was like, that's Mr. Jim. He claims to be like this retired vet. But come to find out, this man has had a secret conversation with everybody that's at this table in one way or another. So he stood up. He said, tonight isn't about dinner. Tonight is about opportunity. Everyone here has been chosen because they're at a crossroads. What happens after the meal could change your life. And I'm just like, okay, very intrigued, girl. The steak was amazing. Y'all, my heart was beating. It was racing because I'm thinking here I was thinking I was coming to steak, some mashed potatoes, a little network, and a little tiramisu. And now it sounds like I'm about to be recruited into a secret society or something. And then, girl, guess what? Here comes the kicker. If you're willing to step into your new life, there's a car outside waiting to take you to your next stage. But once you step into the car, bitch, there's no turning back. I'm looking at him like, my brother told me before he left, bitch, don't get traffic. He was like, nah, you ain't gotta worry about it because you too fat. This don't sound like it. Now, don't get me wrong. I wanted to go bad. But I kept thinking, who's going to be watching my back? Am I about to be trafficked? Am I about to sign up for a Ponzi scheme? Or am I about to disappear in the abyss like an episode on Dateline? Half the table stood up without hesitation, y'all. The other half, including me, stayed seated, pretending like I wasn't curious at all. I watched those people leave from that side door. And the host just smiled and looked at us. He made eye contact with me, talking about not everyone is ready, but the door won't be open. That sunk into my soul, y'all. I went home that night, sat in my quiet apartment, and I swore my hands were still shaking. I never found out what happened to those people at all. They ain't show their ass back up to work. They didn't resurface on social media. Shit, sometimes in this day, I still wonder what happened to them. Did they step into their forever? Was it a big opportunity of a lifetime? Or shit, what happened to them is what my brother said. They got trafficked. And here's the real question I leave y'all with today. Will you have gotten in the car, or would you have played it safe like me? Please let me know in the comments what you would have done, and we'll talk about it. But from that day to this one, I still regret not getting in the car.